when you decide to convert to Islam, I think it's important that you try to access as much information as you can. And I think reading is so important because it allows you the time to try to reflect on what you're reading and to try to come to an understanding of it, so that when you do meet with Muslims, and I would hope that you would find Muslims to meet with that really have an understanding of your normal and where you come from, so that they can speak to you in a manner that is appropriate and understandable to you. And I would say to you, please take your time. This is your journey. It is not the journey of the person in the mosque that you're interacting with, or the person, Muslim, that you've met, at an event, a social event, or whatever, or that you've met on the internet with. Yes, they can be helpful, and yes, I would hope that they would guide you in the best possible manner. But this is your journey, and you know yourself and your family better than anyone else. So be mindful of what it is that might cause conflict for you or pain to you within your family, in terms of their understanding of your journey. And, lots of children, lots of siblings, lots of people within families, they embark on lots of different journeys. Like, who wants to be a politician, who wants to be a veterinary surgeon, who wants to be involved in ecological situations and saving the planet and so on and so forth. There's not a big demand on people who want to follow a spiritual path. And generally speaking, when you start talking about religion or faith and you start wanting to indulge in this or, explore this to a greater extent, people start to think that maybe there's something not quite right with you, mentally speaking, and maybe that, they start getting worried and they start getting concerned and so on, that, you're about your own health and well-being. Don't allow people to feel like that. Be conscious of that, and be conscious of the fact that, it's possible that you might not want to discuss this with family until you have a degree of confidence in your own knowledge of Islam and the faith generally before you would start discussing it. Because, sadly, there's a situation where, you make your shahada, or you make your commitment to Islam, where you recite your shahada, and then you announce to your family that you've converted to Islam. And then, unfortunately, you're seen as responsible for everything that goes on in the Muslim world, and that you should have a response to it. You should know why it's happening. In fact, you are probably part and parcel of the reason why it's happening. And so it's important for you to wait a while until you feel confident, until you feel reassured in terms of your own knowledge, that you're able to impart this information to family, and be able to respond kindly to their concerns and their worries, that naturally will come to the fore on the basis of such an announcement. So just take your time, read as much as you can, associate yourself with good people who can support you, who understand the difficulties that you may be going through, and who will help you and guide you through these stages until you have established yourself in Islam. And And of course, we all pray and keep everyone in mind who's going through this journey, and hope that we can be of value to them, we can befriend them, we can support them as much as we possibly can.